Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Nate Curtis of Livonia Stevenson Boys Basketball. How's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you, Casey?
Doing well. So let's talk about how topsy turvy this season's been.
Yeah, so we we have a different team from last year, so it's different transitioning from last year to this year, but I feel like this past couple of games we've started to play as a team. Our defense has been there and we're doing a lot better. So
Yeah.
we had a little rough couple games the second week.
Yeah, I was at one of them. So
Yeah.
so
So
uh, so going into that, the Novi game I was at.
yeah.
So going into after really, I think you had the overtime game with South Lyon, and
hmm
then you had the tough loss to Brighton, and then the Novi loss. So you guys have really, and then you guys picked up some pretty key wins throughout the stretch once you got to conference play. Obviously, the win against Salem, and then of course going into the game against Franklin where Charlie hit that buzzer beater. Really, after that, and then you just kind of went through the conference, and yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean, this conference is still young. I mean, still early in the season, so we still have a second half to play. So, I mean, we're gonna be better than we were the first half.
What is it? What's it just like to just kind of fit in with everybody, with Dylan, with Mark, Charlie, yourself? What's it just Isaac, and because I know you guys, Lucas as well, just kind of trying to fit in there with everything.
Honestly, we fit in pretty well. I mean, our team chemistry off the court is pretty good. We're all good pals off the court. On the court, we still we need to fix some like communication things, but besides that, I say everything's going well.
Yeah,
Everyone, there's no outsider on the team, you know.
yeah. What makes this division? Because it's like everyone can beat everybody. You got some tough opponents coming up.
Mhm.
You got Fordson later this week, and then you guys got to go to Wayne Memorial, which is
Right,
obviously a pretty tough place to play.
right.
What's that going to be like for you guys?
For us, we just have to do the right thing. Our defense has to be on point. Our shots have to fall, and we just have to hustle. We have to rebound. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to go right. I mean, which do go right most of the time, but we just have to make them all connect, you know?
Yeah. So, kind of just take me through what were some of the goals that you had this off season?
This off season, one of my goals was to get stronger, hit the gym, put a little weight on, you know, just like not try to like keep up with everyone else. I know my team was also putting on lots of muscle to get ready for the season, lots of conditioning. We had open gyms twice a week, conditioning 2 weeks before the season. Um, and then we had a bunch of players play fall sports, so they were already decently in shape.
Yeah. Um, Kind of take me. How do you mentally prepare for a game?
So I like to listen to music, get my head right, kind of like clear out everything that's going on. I do like to watch the JV game and see what's going on with them. It kind of like gets me in the basketball mindset to like prepare for what's coming on.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing that you want to work on in these next few weeks?
I want to work on my defense. I want to make sure no one is gonna score me. I'm gonna lock every defender that is put on me. They're not gonna score, and that's my goal for the next couple of weeks and the rest of the season.
Yeah. Because the thing is, it's like you have this week, then you're going to see, and then guess what? You're going to see everybody again.
Exactly.
What's that like? Just playing everybody again. Obviously, in opposite sites.
Well, it's obviously gonna be harder because the teams know what we do now. They know our shooters, they know our defense, and they're gonna make plays and try to get past what we do on defense. And we're gonna do the same thing. They have film on us. We have film on them. We're just. I mean, I guess we're just gonna look at each other and then make plays and try to be what they do. But sometimes we can't change it, what we do. We just have to do it and hope it works again.
When is kind of just take me behind take me behind the curtain, like going to going on a road trip, like take me through like a typical like road game.
Typical road game. Okay, so we get to our school, Stevenson, at 4:15. Bus leaves around 4:20. We have JV and varsity in the same bus going to the school. Right when we get there, the varsity players go sit in the bleachers, watch the game, sit down, relax while the JV players get ready for their game. And we're just on our phones, we're talking. No one's silent. We're all talking, and it's I wouldn't say it's a good time, but it's not the worst time, you know.
The thing is, it's like, do you need to are you always constantly thinking about what you need to do, or are you better at not thinking about what you need to do to get ready?
A little of both. I like to think of what I have to do to win the game, but I don't think of like different scenarios is of what's gonna happen because then I'll be thinking of that like the whole time and it'll just put me on my mood.
Do you sit in the same seat on the when you go on an away game every game? Are you like that superstitious or something?
I'm not that superstitious, but usually I sit in the second row from back. I
Okay,
know it's just how it works out.
because there are people that
Yeah,
it's like every it's so funny.
right.
Um, Going into those games, I know that you know going into some pretty tough places to play with Wayne and with Fordson this week. What's it going to be like? What is this week going to be like, knowing that you get to play everybody again in the next week?
Um, well, we have to finish this week out with 2 wins, to put us at the top of the conference, and then we just we have to come back the second half of the season fighting harder and like doing better than we did in the first half, you know?
Yeah. All right. Let's get to know you, Nate, a little bit. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. What's your favorite? Who's your favorite player growing up?
My favorite, probably Stephen Curry. My brother and my uncles always talked about him, always just admired him. So I kind of fell in their footsteps. I mean, um, yeah, and he's a great player to watch. Always never a dull moment when he's on the court.
Um, what's your go-to place for food?
Go-to place for food. All right, there's a place right by my house called Green Cedar. It's a Mediterranean kind of shawarma place.
You a
So,
Mediterranean kind of
oh yeah, I I love shawarmas. Shawarmas are great. So
guy? Nice.
that's where I usually go.
Um, let's see. Favorite. What's your favorite all-time movie?
Favorite all time movie. Did you say old time or all time?
All-time movie.
All time movie. The Batman Dark Knight Rises. No, Dark Knight, not Rises. Dark Knight.
I've seen both of them. And they're both
Yeah,
good.
the Joker.
Yeah,
Just really cool. I mean, it's just a crazy movie, and it's
let's put a
always
smile on that face.
that's right.
Um,
Never
sorry.
gets old watching it again.
Yeah, you need to go. I'm gonna go watch it again. Let's see. Favorite favorite TV or streaming show you're really into right
Okay. My favorite streaming show in the past was The Office on Netflix, but then they took it back and then moved to Family Guy, and I watched that. Now I'm
now? Office is on Peacock though.
yeah, I don't have Peacock.
I do. It's a you get Peacock $5.99 a month.
Yeah, that's right.
Um, no, it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, it is. It's
But right now I'm in the middle of South Park.
nice.
The yeah,
Where can you find South Park? I might need to find that.
HBO.
Max. All right.
Got
Down there.
all of them. So
Favorite. Are you watching TV or were you watching YouTube more?
probably TV more. I don't really watch YouTube that much. I don't.
That's where this interview will be, though.
Yeah, I know. I have seen your stuff. I go on YouTube sometimes to look at your stuff, and
Nice.
I don't know if there's a video someone recommends, I'll go watch it. But most of the time, I'm watching streaming some show. So.
And what's something people do not know about you?
That do not know about me. I recently found out that I got a full ride to Michigan State for it's called the Evans Scholarship. So I'm a caddy in the summer.
That's really
So
awesome.
I applied this fall and I got a scholarship to Michigan State.
That's really cool, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Nate, thank you so much, and congrats on that too.
Thank you.
And best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.